21 years of age, and I'm from a small town in the South Wales Valleys called Aberdeen. Has anyone here been to Aberdeen? Well, if you haven't, it's a lovely place you should definitely visit. What's that about? If you have, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to boost tourism. But if I was to sum up Aberdeen in a sentence, has anyone heard of the saying that in London you're never more than 10 metres away from a rat? Well, in Aberdeen you're never more than 10 metres away from a Turkish barber's, a charity shop, and a heroin addict. And I think that can be said for most towns in the South Wales Valleys. And it's actually a well-known fact that there's more Turkish barbers in the South Wales Valleys than Turkey. Thanks, Tim. And I'm not saying Aberdeen is outdated, but we have still got a quick save. Youngsters, they don't know what a quick save is. A Blockbuster's only closed last Wednesday. But I haven't always lived in Aberdeen. Back in 2017 I was stuck in a little bit of a rut, so I thought I could emigrate. So I didn't know where to move to, I had plenty of money saved in the bank, so I thought I'm going to put the map of the world on the wall, I'm going to throw a dart at it, and wherever in the world the dart lands, that's where I move to. So I threw the dart, and it landed in Spain. I was absolutely buzzing. But unfortunately the dart bounced out and it landed in a steaming pile of dog shit. So I moved to Wigan. And I was up there for 2 years and I enjoyed it for the most part. And I really enjoyed the night out in Wigan. But every time I go out, people would hear my thick South Wales Valleys accent and they'd ask me, can you say that long place name? I say, of course I can. What kind of Welshman would it be if I couldn't say that long place name? And they'd say, go on then. And I'd say, Swansea. But of course, I can't play for Queen and go get a Queen drop and say you're wrong and go. Thank you. The Swansea was funnier. And I'd get asked that question so frequently, it got to a stage when I'd cut them off at can you and say yes. Which is a little bit awkward if the question is, can you give my friend Dave a blowjob? Well, I'm committed now, I'll have to take one for the team. And while you're down here, can you say a long place name? Oh, that's brilliant. But believe it or not, I wasn't up in Wigan just to do some travelling. I did have a full-time job as a security guard, which I still do now, just down in Wales. And I love the reaction I get when people ask me what I do for a living, and I tell them I'm a security guard. And their faces light up. Where to? Mother Care. Oh, piss off, Clyde. We all know Mother Care's gone bust. I loved that job. I was bigger than some of the kids, and they had discount off my clothes. But when people think of security guards, they think you've got to be 6'4", 20 stone, Jew said. But that's not the case, you've just got the ability to think on your feet. Like for example, I was walking around once and I found an unintended package. So I radioed the control room, thank you. Radioed the control room, I said, we can need to get a manager down there, I got an unintended package. So he comes down and he asks me, is it ticking? I said, well no, I think it's beef. But I don't know what the fuck that's got to do with anything, fucking idiot. But I moved back home in 2019 and I moved back in with my mother until I met my missus in 2020 and I moved to a small town near Bridgend and I absolutely hated it. It was a horrible place. I'm not going to name the place out of respect, but let's just say it was a huge mistake moving in. Thank you. But I'm back in Aberdeen now with my missus and kids. And I've been with my missus now for nearly 4 years. And I'm not ashamed to say she was my first love. Patronising bastards. She took my virginity at the age of 27. Unfortunately, that's not a lie. And I became a dad by the age of 28. Before you judge me in my defence, one, I wasn't a winner swimmer like Michael Phelps. And two, it was lockdown, it was fuck all to do. In hindsight, we probably should have been looking after my missus' two daughters, but hindsight's a wonderful thing. And I hope there's no coppers in here tonight, because I just dogged myself right in. There'll be a riot band waiting for me outside. So, Luke, what were you really doing during lockdown? Well, if you must know, I was hanging out the back of my missus. And I can't really plead not guilty in court, because the evidence is about 2 foot tall and calls me daddy. just to clarify, I am on about my son and not my missus. She's about 5'2" and calls me daddy. Sorry. As I said, I've been with my missus now for nearly 4 years, and the story of how we met is a really romantic one. It's a bit like a fairy tale. So we met on Tinder. And up until I met my missus, I had useless at dating. I had absolutely no luck with the ladies whatsoever. And I can only really put it down to one thing. I've got a certain look about me. It's the kind of look that says, I can't leave the house without the carer. But I got it in the end. And before I physically met my missus, we'd have long conversations on the phone to get to know each other. And it didn't take me too long to find out she wasn't quite the full shilling. So we was talking one night and she said, I got 2 daughters, one's 2 and one's 3. So I've been a mother for 5 years. No? Then I was thinking, and even I'm starting to question myself, and I didn't have the art to correct her. I still haven't told her now. I'm just really looking forward to that statement coming up in a few years' time, when one's 27 and one's 26. And she's been a mother for 53 years. And the fucker's only 47. But we recently went on our first family holiday abroad together to Mallorca in Spain. And it was my missus' first time flying at the grand old age of 27. And she was very nervous. And I knew she wasn't quite the full shilling before we went on this holiday. But she stepped it up a notch on this occasion. So we're on the plane and she asks me, does it go any higher than this? Which is a fair enough question, if the plane is in the fucking sky. So we're still moving along the runway, and I probably should have reassured her, but that's not my style. So I've gone, no, we just drive to Spain in an EasyJet Boeing 737, plowing through everything in our path, gliding across the sea, until we get to the other side in a blaze of fucking glory, leaving a trail of utter devastation in our wake. I thought that might lighten the mood a bit. I was wrong, she was fucking filming. She didn't speak to me for the first 3 days of the holiday. It was fucking brilliant. But I got 2 stepdaughters and we got a little boy together, and he's 2 now. So he'll be starting school next year. And ideally I'd like him to go to a Welsh school. The 2 girls go to an English school, it's right opposite the house. So I don't think it's only fair they all go to the same school. But I'd like him to go to a Welsh school because I'm a fluent Welsh speaker, and the others are not, so we can chat shit about them. They won't have a fucking clue what we're talking about. But my mother sent me and my brother to a Welsh school when we were younger, and she didn't speak Welsh, so we were improving our Welsh outside school. She'd go to a Welsh video shop in Merthyr, pick a video of her choice, and then when we got home from school, she'd put it on for us. So one day I got home and I remember putting it on, and I was sitting there thinking, I don't understand a word of this. So I'm going to have to religiously now, every day after school, put this on so I can pick up the language. And that's exactly what I did. But it wasn't until years down the line, I realised it wasn't actually a Welsh video I was watching. It was fucking Pingu. So thanks to my mother, up until the age of 12, I thought I was speaking fluent Welsh. I wasn't, I was talking fucking penguin. Whack, whack, loot, loot. No wonder I was fucking bullied. Well done, because I got to look for someone who can't leave the house without the carer. I've been at Jones, you've been brilliant, thank you.